Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Troy Mythos. Here today on the channel, we're back with episode 2 of my Memnon, King of Ethiopia campaign. We're back on the Rhesus and Memnon DLC. Got to say a huge thank you to the Creative Assembly for sending me early access and making this Let's Play possible. So huge thank you to them. Alrighty, in today's video, we are going to be battling some shades from Hades. We're still continuing down our Homeric victory conditions. We've got so that royal decree with the +4 growth is coming along in a couple turns. Diplomacy-wise, we're at war with the Forgotten, which is the Hades faction. We're at war with a couple others as well. Still got really good relations with the Trojans. I'm going to do a Hecatacomb here with Hephaestus because I want to get that once again, the cult leveled down before. So we're currently 7 turns into the Let's Play. I will like to get some more Pharaoh's servants as well. We'll get some more units in the future. And we might assign some followers as well. I might spend that because there's a couple open. Alright, so allies on distant shores. Gift 150 gold to... I think it's Sarpedon. I think he's the faction leader of them. Yeah, he is. So we're going to have to give the son of Zeus some money. So what was it? 150 or so. So can we drop that down? There we go. Give him one short. I guess we'll sign a non-aggression pact as well. Because... if I'm related to Paris, am I related to Sarpedon? Maybe. I don't know. The family trees, particularly with the gods and the demigods and the Greeks, does get a little... The branches get a little bit short and intertwined and a bit messy, so you don't want to go into it. You don't want to look too much into it. But anyway, let's end the turn and continue. We'll get that replenishment. We currently have a full stack with Memnon as well. Some of the finest from Ethiopia and Egypt. Hopefully we can get some from Susa. No. Unless you're going to be wood, I'm happy to negotiate. Alright. So issue royal decree. And the warrior king. Have at least 5 camp followers. Okay, so that's the epic mission for the Homeric victory, which you have to do. Oh, here we go. A Trojan host gathers, so we can either support the Trojans, declare no support, or decide later. I'm going to support the Trojans for this series. I want to side with them. Okay, so getting some stone and gold and some passive income is not a bad idea. Also, we will need to use some of our royal decrees to unlock some of that territory that we can get. So we can get some of these unlocked. The Egyptian assassin. Okay. So that costs 80 gold. When fighting any battle. So we'll get that. Because then we should be able to get that mission complete as well. Because we need 5. That's what we need to work towards. So there's 4. We can afford 2. I guess we'll just pay for 2. Alright. There we go, warrior king. And we basically get that money back as well. So resource wise, we're doing good. Stone, we've got plenty of it. Food as well. Wood. I'll go with this. It's nighttime. Oh, we can upgrade the hero's tent. Good. More growth and bonuses for the horde. Okay. Well, I think we're in a decent position now to go against this army. And then we probably can leave Rhodes. So let's have a look at what they've got. Okay, so we're not favoured to win this one whatsoever because these units are fantastic in an auto-resolve. These Shades of Hades, there's 3 of them. 2 archers as well. So we'll fight this one on the field. So there's one from Hades with the Shades. There's the Hydra one and the Griffin. So if we can finish those 3 battles off, then we're able to go down the mythic quest line of getting a mythical beast, which we could do in this series. I'm definitely open to do it. Let me know in the comments. Should I go with Cerberus, the Hellhound, maybe the Griffin, or the Hydra this time around? Let me know in the comments. I'm thinking maybe Cerberus, or maybe even just not doing it and just focusing purely on the DLC content. Alright, so here is Memnon, ready to get stuck into the demonic shades of Hades. There he is, keen and ready to go. We've only got 1 mythic unit at our disposal. Got some harpies giving us some additional support. Alright, so here are the shades. 3 shielded units. They are unbreakable. So we're going to have to completely destroy the unit before they capitulate. Hephaestus is smiling upon us. Okay, so the order resolve was super harsh in this one. However, we're more so favoured to win. We're going to have to watch out for their... what's the best way to describe it? Ethereal, sort of mythical shot they've got, because they can shred on through us. We do have skirmisher numerical supremacy over them, so hopefully that will be enough. There seems to be a bit of a natural choke point in this map, which is good. So we'll move our units up just to try and get nice and close to them. We are attacking at the end of the day. They've taken the high ground and defending, so we've just got to make sure our melee units don't get picked off one by one. But if we can basically get all our archers to at least focus on theirs, sort of one at a time, we should be able to claim victory here today. But they do have fantastic range and shots on them. Okay, so let's move up my missile units. We have 4 javelin skirmishers, 2 archers. So we've got a decision to make here as we approach. We could focus on their melee units, or we could focus on the archers. I think focusing on their archers is probably the play, even though already we are just getting shredded on them. Because if we can, like, get rid of them, look, we're going to trade quite hard, but if we can get to a point where they've got no archers and we have, we might be able to and encourage a offensive attack by them, or they might just turtle back up and stay on the hill, and we're just going to be taking out their infantry. Oh wow, so we currently have 6 units, nearly 7 with the harpies, just focusing on them, and we're putting a lot of pressure on the shade bowmen there, which is fantastic. They're not going to rout, they're going to stand and fight, as they are unbreakable, of course. So we're going to have to make sure every single one of them gets sent back to the underworld. Perfect. Okay, so we've lost a huge chunk of our skirmishers in the process. Oh no, one of my archers is now routing as well. That's not good. But once again, they want to charge. But they also just don't want to give up that high ground and defensive position. But those just rip on through us. Because if we can win this battle, we can get some shades of Elysium, I do believe, under our control, which are a fantastic spear unit. We're definitely going to need that as we venture off from essentially our training island, Rhodes, in this DLC. Oh, they're still going forward there. Okay, so we're only able to destroy 1 archer unit. We've only got the other one to half health, but my archers have taken an absolute battering. I don't know if my skirmishers are going to be much better than this one. Those marksmen of Elysium are just only at 50% health now. And my skirmishers have all but capitulated. Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to get most of them back. No matter. We are playing as a horde faction, and we can instantly recruit units, so even if we do lose units, from my perspective, they are quite expendable, particularly in the playstyle of this campaign. But like I said, they're so good, they're so potent, they've absolutely ripped on through. And I might as well just move them back safely behind the main line now. And I think it's time to go for a charge. Okay, so we'll send Memnon to deal with their general. And we'll split up in 2 groups each. So roughly like this, because I want to try and surround them from all sides. The best way to deal with shades is just to try and surround them from multiple vectors of attack. Okay, just waiting for everyone to get into position. And then we'll sound the charge. Thankfully, they're out of ammunition with their archers, so... well, mostly. Okay, Memnon's now here. So they're not going to be able to rain crazy amounts of volleys as we push up the hill. Once again, attacking up a hill. Not always the best play. Okay, so let's give some attack orders out, like I said. So, get 2 units to lock them in place, and then we'll get the other 2 to flank. Alright, so Memnon is currently in hand.
The foe has sighted your hidden units.
Sword-to-sword combat with the general and the brave servants of the Pharaoh are pushing on in. Oh my god. A big old club to the back of the head on the men of the underworld. Guys, push against these shades here. There we go. And yeah, just try and like wrap around them. Like bring the harpies in for support. And if we can sort of hit them, that's what I want, just from all angles. We should be able to break our way through it. It looks like the enemy general is mortal. He isn't from the underworld. So if we can maybe kill and get rid of him, we might be able to cause a rout. The shades have created a ring around the 2 dueling, which is cool. Alright, there we go. Now just get the charge in. That's what I'm talking about. Surround them from all sides. Mount the pressure on them big time. Some have even fallen over from that charge. Fierce fighting is breaking out on the top of this hill. And we just need to put the pressure on them. Send them back from whence they came. I'm afraid some of you are probably going to meet the ferrymen on the way down. Oh, fantastic. The enemy hero, leader, commander of this shade force has capitulated. And now he's running back. We'll just give some more buffs out here to our own men. But it looks very, very good, the omens at the moment. Memnon, after defeating their hero, has given everyone a morale boost. And there's only a couple more shades in and around here. Move the harpy back in. Okay, they're now gone. Perfect. Then send everyone back over to the 2 units that are remaining. And that's it. Victory. Great stuff. Yeah, we'll give chase. Because this is a spawned army, it doesn't really matter because they're going to be destroyed anyway. But maybe just getting those little bit extra experience is probably not too bad if the unit can bring down an enemy hero. Harpy's getting some shots off. That was a really long shot there.
Think you can take me?
Go on, bring him down. Grab that lion head. Whoever brings him down gets to keep it. That's your reward. Alright. I'm just going to get my harpies to stop firing with their missiles. Because they're the one that's going to be able to catch him and probably bog him down mostly. So, descend, boys. Yeah. The War God's Call. Yeah. So we can't use that on the hero unit routing. That's okay. Alright. I was just curious to see what that cinematic camera did. He's probably going to retreat anyway. A decisive victory this time around. Our first one. The last couple have been Catamine. But anyway, good victory in the end. But look at that, man. 300 kills nearly with like one of them. A couple hundred. But a decent victory in the end. So we still have to deal with the other armies after this, because they're gonna spawn more mythic armies. The Griffin and then the Hydra are gonna have one as well. Alright, so we can get some spear masters of Elysium. They do cost quite a bit, but it will be worth it. So I'll merge. Actually, I'll just disband you now, and then we'll bring you on in. Perfect. Then we've got a heavy spear and shield unit. Awesome. Our second mythic unit in this build. Okay, so we've got some skill points to spend. I think going with Prayer to Apollo, getting that missile buff increase, and then want me to defeat this army, which is further down to the south. Okay, so it looks like we're heading south to Crete, which is cool. I guess the AI and maybe even the epic missions want me to sort of go down that way. And then I guess we swing on up to, I don't know, what is it, Sparta, Agamemnon's territory, and the rest of the Achaean host. Yep, so we're going to island hop our way down, because we actually are at war with this faction occupying Crete. Okay. Alright. We might be able to get some, what is this, giants down here as well? Okay, so it's time to leave Rhodes for the first time. So let's go with a march. It's probably not a bad idea as well to do some raiding at some point. Okay, so we'll do a bit of an island stop here. And then we'll make our way to the Crete mainland. Okay, they demand no, thank you. Yeah, the mother calls. So there's one here as well. Got a bunch of construction to do. Yeah, so that's the Hydra one. Okay. We've got enough money now to construct a temple in our horde camp. I'm actually going to go with Artemis, I think, now that we've got a bunch of archers in our build. I'm going to get ready to disembark. So, unfortunately, our enemies brought in 8 units, including the garrison there. So it's quite a bit. We are probably going to have to play this one. Because what do they got? Okay, so no mythic units that I can see. Bunch of spears, bunch of skirmishers. Yeah, look at this. We're definitely not favoured to win this one. Crikey. Alright, we'll build some siege equipment, I guess. And, oh, so we can use the Egyptian assassin here if we want. We can even use the outrider as well. I think we'll use the assassin. It does cost quite a bit, because we definitely want to be saving as much gold as we can for some of the later units. And we're really not favoured to win that one. I don't know if we're worth using it. Because I'm going to end the turn and continue, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully that siege equipment gets built, and we can attack them. Okay, no. I really only want to trade with Trojans, to be honest. Oh, anyway, we've been attacked here. Oh, wow, that's massively back in my favour. Good. I'd rather a field battle. Anyway. Okay, let's fight this one. And hopefully get some giants on our side. So we're going to be fighting on the outskirts of the city. Let's see how these shades of Elysium do. Okay, welcome to the second battle of today's video. On our short little island stop before we go to Crete. So they're deploying back there. It's not the largest battlefield. Seems to be a nice, flat, open plain. So what I want to do is I want to put my... I want to move you up here. So let's put the probably better quality two-handed in the center. Something like this. It's going to be a bit on an angle though. So something like that, and then we'll go 3 each to flank. We're currently favoured to win. I don't know. 75% in my favour to theirs. That's because their reinforcements from the garrison are yet to come in. So it's a little bit deceiving. But I'm happy with this formation. And we'll allow them to come in. There's going to be a really close battle here. Both armies are very close. Thankfully, we're fighting an open field battle, which definitely puts it back into my favour. They're not going to have the additional support of those arrow towers and sort of firing arcs from their archers being able to shoot from the top of a wall down onto approaching besiegers. Okay, so what are they going to do? There's their general there. There is the city in the background. Yeah, they would have been definitely worth defending that. That's a really good settlement. Maybe a little bit of hubris. Okay, so they are attacking me at the end of the day, so we're going to wait to see what they do. Looks like they're going to form on up, and we'll see how we retaliate. Okay, causes damage. Oh wow, so it will be sent back to the underworld. I don't really want to do that. I was curious to see what ability they had, because I haven't used these shades, well, since my Hippolyta Amazonian series. Right, let's speed things up. So it's taken 3 minutes for them to form up. Yeah, they definitely have skirmisher supremacy. We might need to move out, because they could very well envelop us, particularly on the flanks. Okay. Some of my shielded units and center is taking some fire. Yeah, maybe just pushing up to disrupt those skirmishers hitting me, because if we sit back, we're not going to be able to tank that much, and they definitely have the range on me, which is rather unfortunate. My skirmishers aren't going to reach, so we're going to have to move them up. So we have to move from our defensive position, which could very well cause an attack. Just need to make these skirmishers look a bit nicer there. That's okay. They also have 2 generals, which can complicate things. Alright. So, looks like the front lines are going to clash on the right-hand side firstly. And I just want to try and get the center to hold. But once again, Memnon is fighting against the brave boys of Greece. Okay. So, let's give some support to you, this unit. Okay, so let's give out some attack orders here as well. Right, you need to press and phase that unit out. Any unit that's not attacking should be at least. Okay, this is going to be such a close one. Alright, archers, give out some attack orders as well. Try and stop those skirmishers that are sitting further back, just peppering us. Alright, harpies as well. Go and help. Great news. They've capitulated in the left center. I'm nearly tempted to give chase so that they can Push against the skirmishers. Okay, so to quickly reform this. We are not looking good on this right flank. We are very green around the gills.
Your warriors are
So,
ready.
we've actually probably going to lose there. Just need to get them out and pushing towards this center will give us more support. Oh, yep, they've gone now. Alright, hopefully Memnon can hold. Okay. The main problem is their skirmishers now.
My Ares, your warriors
Our
are
units seem
ready.
to edge on out against them. Like melee infantry to melee infantry. Ours seem to edge out. Maybe due to just a little bit more army experience. Of course, Memnon is a fantastic hero and commander, but we are not looking good on this right flank. The Shades of Elysium are now pushing in to try and tackle their hero and some of their better units there. They're putting a lot of their forces on this right-hand side
Foe has
for whatever
sighted your
reason.
hidden units.
But it seems to be doing well. We're winning on the center and left, but they're winning on that right-hand side. A couple of my infantry has recovered. So I quickly need to get you guys back into the fight, back into the fray. Perfect. Those skirmishers have mostly routed for now, but it's still ultra close, still a 50-50. It's anyone's battlefield, this one. Alright, skirmishers are doing well. Oh, good, you might be able to, that might be a good shot there if you can get that spear unit. They're now routing. Some of theirs are recovered. Still way too close to call for my liking. Man, even the Shades of Elysium are taking a battering. Alright, Memnon needs to come back in and get rid of this fighter. Oh my god. This battle's gone so frantic. It started off as two armies head to head, a front on line charge, and now it's every man and his dog, every unit for themselves.
One of your units has no more
Oh my
ammunition.
god, so that fighter's now routed, now he's getting into the other one. Oh good, we won. They capitulated. Let's try and run down as many of these guys as possible. Because we're so depleted, and we're still technically sieging out the center, we better off just try and run down as many of them as we can. Because I don't trust an auto-resolve now. Depending on... if we can't get too many, depending on how many retreat safely back into the city, we might have to play the battle to follow up, to be honest. But you gotta give it to them. They're giving us a really good fight in this one. Man, we've had some really good battles in this Memnon series. They've been ultra close. They haven't been... There's only been one decisive victory. They haven't been decisive or clear-cut whatsoever. They've been very, very close. Neck and neck. A close victory. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Alright, let's end that one there. So we managed to lose 1,000 in that one. To be fair, we were outnumbered by about 600. Our clubman did really quite well. Oh my god. Memnon, the trickster. Who did that? Achilles, was it? Someone did that in that Troy movie. I think it was Achilles. It's been a while since I've watched it. Who kicked up the dirt? It might have been him. Or it's a reference to something. Okay, so we got another one. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. So, if we auto-resolve this one now, we can get a decisive victory. And once again, with that trick, Memnon with another glorious victory. Alright, so, we definitely want the replenishment, which I always tend to go for. And we've managed to get the Iron Ash Club. And now that we've taken the island, some merry giants probably want to join us as well. Okay, we haven't got too much equipment or followers just yet. And let's get some more hit points as well. And experience for the army. Okay. Yeah, so we still need to move further south for those other conditions. So we could move north. It doesn't really matter about the entire province. We're only really focusing on our enemies, to be honest. Okay, so they will cost a little bit of food, but that's not too crazy. So we'll merge on up. And we'll get some giants into the army build for the first time. Giant Vanguard. We can get 2 of them, which is brilliant. Alrighty, well, unfortunately it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 2 of my Troy Mythos campaign as Memnon on the Rhesus and Memnon DLC. Got to say a huge thank you to the Creative Assembly for sending me early access and making this Let's Play possible. So a huge thank you to them and their community team. So we're going to sail on down to Crete and we'll be able to disembark in a turn. So stay tuned for episode 3 coming out soon, where we start the Ethiopian invasion of Crete for the Pharaoh. It's going to be a lot of fun. I do love when the map burns away there through the fog of war. There's some really nice aesthetics in Troy. It's a gorgeous looking game. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching. Got to say thank you to this month's patrons and channel members as well. And play the outro now. Take care, everyone. Goodbye. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you'd like to stay connected with me. Let me know feedback and suggestions for the video. Got to say a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members. Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tal, Liam B, Kyle P, Tom C, and Wyatt P. So thanks guys, my name has been Simpzy, much love from Australia, goodbye.